Whew, honey. Buckle up, because today we are diving deep into the dynasty that is the Kardashian-Jenner empire. You already know them, the first family of selfies, scandals, and selling out lipstick faster than you can say filtered reality. From humble beginnings on reality television to ruling the entire entertainment and beauty world, these ladies have done it all. But behind that perfectly contoured facade, baby, the story gets a whole lot messier. Welcome back to Tea Time with Moon. I'm your host, Moon, serving hot tea with a splash of sass. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because trust me, you don't want to miss what's about to go down. Now, let's set the stage. It all began in the early 2000s. Before Instagram was even a twinkle in Zuckerberg's eye, before TikTok was a thing, there was Kim Kardashian, Paris Hilton's stylish little sidekick, and then boom, a certain tape leaked. Y'all know the one. And just like that, the Kardashian name went from whispered gossip to household brand overnight. Mama Kris Jenner saw an opportunity and said, "We're gonna flip this scandal into a 7-figure empire, baby." And the rest? Reality television history. Keeping Up with the Kardashians hit our screens in 2007, and America ate it up like Sunday brunch. We watched them cry over Bentleys, fight over boyfriends, launch endless businesses, and yes, introduce us to the new American dream, become famous for being famous. And don't even get me started on how they changed beauty standards forever. The lip fillers, the waist trainers, the unattainable Instagram perfection, all pioneered by this family right here. But while we were busy keeping up, the Kardashians were busy building something way bigger than just a television show. Makeup lines, clothing brands, lifestyle apps, even billion-dollar businesses. Kylie became the youngest self-made billionaire, self-made being real generous here, but we'll let her have her moment. Kim went from reality star to high-fashion muse to studying law and meeting presidents. And Kris? That woman could sell ice to an Eskimo, and you better believe she was cashing every check along the way. They turned fame into an art form, and baby, they made sure they never left the spotlight. But here's the real tea. While their empire was growing, so was the amount of control they exercised over their image. Behind the scenes, they were curating every single frame we saw. You think you're seeing the real Kardashians? Please, you're seeing what they want you to see. And only that. Every Snapchat, every Instagram post, every fake caught by the paparazzi moment? Manufactured, sugar plum, reality television, more like semi-scripted soap opera with better lighting. And that's where this juicy little Pity News exclusive comes in. Now, allegedly, and I'm saying allegedly louder than Kris Jenner calls the paparazzi, this exclusive promises to spill all the family secrets. Leaked documents, insider testimonies, shady receipts. Sounds juicy, right? Oh, we're foaming at the mouth already. But here's the problem, and it's a big one. You can't just eat up everything you're fed, no matter how tasty it looks. First of all, leaked documents? Baby, anybody with Photoshop and a grudge can whip up some leaked documents in an afternoon? Insider testimonies? Whew, the Kardashians have burned through more assistants and best friends than Kim has wedding rings. You think all these insiders don't have their own axes to grind? Their own little revenge plots? Honey, please, and grainy photos in this economy? If you're trying to convince me you have the dirt, you better come with HD receipts, because blurry pictures of a shadowy figure ain't cutting it in 2025. The Kardashians are playing chess while the rest of us are still stuck on Candy Crush. They know how to manipulate a narrative. They've spent the last 15 years mastering it. They understand what to post, what to hide, and exactly how much mess to show you to keep you addicted without ever truly giving up control. You think an expose is gonna suddenly break them? More likely, they already anticipated it, already spun it, already turned it into a plotline for season 5 of their Hulu show. And speaking of reality shows, Keeping Up with the Kardashians might be over, but Hulu's The Kardashians is keeping the dynasty alive. New husbands, new scandals, new filler injections, same old hustle. They don't just survive scandals, baby, they thrive on them. They are fueled by drama the way your car needs gas. If there's no scandal, they'll create one. If there's an expose, they'll turn it into a redemption arc, period. But here's where it gets real messy. Some people argue that exposés like Pity News have a real purpose. They say the Kardashians aren't just harmless entertainers, they're shaping beauty standards, consumer behavior, even politics. They're setting impossible goals for young girls, influencing what we buy, how we look, even how we vote. So pulling back the curtain, no matter how sketchy the method, could actually be important, right? Yes and no, babe. Because while the Kardashians are powerful, there's a fine line between calling out genuine harm and just participating in the same toxic celebrity gossip machine that keeps all this craziness spinning. It's easy to point fingers, but let's not pretend we don't all click the articles, binge the shows, buy the lip kits. We are part of the machine, whether we like it or not. And that machine is messy, messy, messy. Plus, there's a whole ethical side nobody talks about. Imagine every bad hair day you've ever had, every mistake you've ever made, blasted on the internet for millions to see. Sounds like hell, right? Well, welcome to a day in the life of a Kardashian. That doesn't excuse everything they do, obviously, but it does make you think twice before you gleefully rip into a leaked email or a blurry photo like it's Christmas morning. At the end of the day, whether the Pity News exclusive has the real tea or just some overbrewed gossip, the Kardashian-Jenner empire will survive. They always do. It's like trying to cancel a cockroach. They just pop up somewhere else, shinier and richer than ever. And why? Because we let them. We love the drama. We live for the scandals. We're addicted to the fantasy, even when we know it's fake. The real question isn't whether the Kardashians are hiding secrets. Of course they are. The real question is why we're so desperate to uncover them, why we invest so much energy into loving or hating people we don't even know. Maybe the empire isn't just built on their manipulation. Maybe it's built on our willingness to be manipulated. So, next time you see a shocking revelation or a bombshell exposé about Kim, Khloe, Kourtney, Kylie, or Kendall, take a deep breath, sip your tea, and remember, not everything you see is the truth. And sometimes, not knowing everything is better for your mental health, girl. Ooh, and while we're on the topic of mental health, let's not forget our girl Khloe. Remember in our previous video when we talked about her not dating anyone in nearly 5 years? That's real, boo. Maybe that's why she feels the need to Photoshop herself into oblivion sometimes. Maybe deep down, she's still looking for that unconditional love and validation she hasn't felt in a long, long time. And honestly, that's sad. Because she's already beautiful, flaws, curves, cellulite, all of it. She's worthy, and so are you, and so am I. We're all out here trying to survive in a world that profits off our insecurities. So maybe give yourself a little grace, babe. You don't need the Facetune, you don't need the filters, you don't need to be perfect. You're already enough. And with that, thank you for hanging out with me today here on Tea Time with Moon. If you loved today's tea, smash that like button, leave me a comment with your hottest Kardashian take, and don't forget to subscribe for more piping hot celebrity drama, sprinkled with a little love and a lot of sass. Until next time, stay gorgeous, stay messy, and most importantly, stay real. Moon out.